Long ago, in a small village near the city, the marketplace was the most lively and bustling place. Every morning, from everywhere, people gathered there. Vegetable sellers, cloth sellers, children running around, the cries of vendors echoing one after another like a cheerful melody. In the village, there was a young man named Albert, a student of Master Jesus, a teacher respected by everyone for being both wise and kind. Albert was straightforward by nature, well-learned, and often admired by the villagers, who came to him to settle disputes. One morning, when Albert passed through the market, he saw a crowd gathered in front of a cloth shop. There, a seller and a buyer were quarreling fiercely. The seller said, "3 pieces of cloth, each 8 yards, in total 24 yards, the price is 24 coins. The buyer shouted back, "You are wrong. 3 times 8 is only 23. I will pay only 23 coins. The cloth seller grew angry. Since ancient times, everyone knows 3 times 8 is 24. If you want to pay less, just say so, but do not argue deceitfully like that." The crowd buzzed noisily, some taking the seller's side, some criticizing. The atmosphere grew tense. Seeing that, Albert stepped forward, his voice calm but firm. "My friends, this matter is simple. 3 times 8 is 24. The buyer has miscalculated." The seller, hearing this, clapped his hands, satisfied. "Do you hear that? Albert has spoken. The truth is already clear." But the buyer's face turned red. He pointed at Albert. "Are you sure? If your Master Jesus, your teacher, says that I am wrong, I will lose my head. But if you are wrong, you must take off your official cap and give it to me." The crowd went completely silent. The challenge was like a knife at the throat. Albert thought, "The truth is so clear, what have I to fear?" He nodded resolutely. "Very well. Let us go to my teacher. He will judge." The whole group went together to find Master Jesus. The buyer told the whole story from beginning to end, then emphasized the wager in front of everyone. People held their breath, waiting. Everyone believed that Master Jesus would speak out the obvious truth. 3 times 8 equals 24. Yet after a moment of silence, Master Jesus gently nodded and solemnly declared, 3 times 8 is 23. The whole market exploded in astonished noise. The buyer laughed loudly, snatched the official cap from Albert's hands. The seller was stunned. Albert was shocked, his heart burning. Why would my teacher speak wrongly? The truth is so clear. Has age made him confused? The buyer left triumphantly. The crowd slowly dispersed. Only Albert and his teacher remained in the empty courtyard, under the red glow of sunset. Albert knelt down, his voice choking. "Teacher, why? Why did you let me be humiliated before so many people? Can truth be twisted simply because of a wager?" Master Jesus quietly looked at his student, his eyes gentle yet profound. He placed his hand on Albert's shoulder, speaking slowly. "Albert, if I had said 3 times 8 is 24, that man would have lost his head in front of everyone. Do you not see he had poured all his pride, even his life, into that vow? In despair, he might have grown furious and killed you right there in the marketplace." He paused, his voice becoming strong. "An official cap lost, you can regain. But your life, the peace of the market, the trust of the people, if lost, can never be restored." He lifted his eyes to the sky dyed by twilight, his gaze shining. "Albert, remember this well. Truth is forever correct, but sometimes protecting life and human kindness is more important than proving right or wrong." At that moment, Albert burst into tears. He understood that his teacher's wisdom was not only in knowledge, but in compassion, the willingness to suffer loss so that others might live and be at peace. He bowed his head, choking with emotion. "I will remember this lesson for all my life." The evening wind blew, rustling the leaves as if echoing the teaching. In Albert's heart, a new door opened. The path of love, sacrifice, and kindness, more precious than victory and rigid truth.